streets on flame. It's a mad game, makes you stop and stare. Need an assist, you can resist. We'll make quite a pair. We'll slide on in, you magic little wicked queen.
Alright, where to that? Hey guys, Talu006 back again with another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Blackout video. In this video, again, another solo gameplay. This is actually the very next round from the previous video. I land offices and, get off to a good start. All I get is a pistol. It's not a very good gun off the start. It's not a really good gun in general, but I managed to escape there with my life, with a couple kills, and carry on about the mission to get that first solo victory. But today's video, I'd like to talk about, my weapon choices and what weapons I like to use. So let's get right into it. Start with the assault rifles. I've got a list here in front of me. First on the list is the ICR-7. This is my second favorite assault rifle to use. It's good at distance. It's very well rounded. I tend to, if I have to, use this as a distance gun and have an SMG or another assault rifle that's a little bit better at close ranges, and I'll put 3 times scope on the ICR sometimes. So really like the ICR. Next gun on the list is the Rampart 17. I absolutely hate this gun. The description that they're giving here is that it's high damage output but slow fire rate and bad recoil. So I don't know, I'm pretty good at controlling recoil sometimes, so I might start giving this gun a chance, but for now I really don't like it. I tend to always skip over it. I only take it if I have to, or if it's fully kitted. I might give it a chance. Next on the list is the Vapor XKG. I really like this gun. It's faster fire rate. It's almost like an SMG. It can really shred people. It's good from distance. It's like having an SMG that can kill 100 meters out. It's really nice, and every once in a while I'll run this with 3 times scope and for distance, but really good all-around gun, and I suggest having a Vapor on you at all times. Next gun on the list is the Maddox RFB. Considered widely amongst all the Blackout gamers the best assault rifle in the game, and I swear this thing was an SMG during the beta build in the early stages of this full launch. It's such a fast fire rate. It's pinpoint accurate. Nothing but good things to say about this gun. I would never put anything more than a 2 times scope on this. It's got really nice iron sights. I like shooting out of iron sights. Reflex sights, ELO, great companions to the Maddox. It's an awesome gun. If you see that, drop everything you have. Maybe not everything, but drop what you have and pick up that Maddox. It's a great gun. KN57 is my favorite assault rifle to use. It's the most balanced out of all the assault rifles. I feel it's got a very decent damage rate. It's got a fast fire rate. It's got the best iron sights, I feel, in the game. Can't go wrong. Sometimes I'll even choose not to put a sight on this and just run iron sights. They're that good. But mostly 2 times scope on this one. ELO reflex sight at the worst. Favorite gun to use, KN57. Moving into the sniper rifle lists, we have the Paladin HB50. This is the 50 caliber sniper rifle. It's considered the most powerful sniper rifle in the game. I wouldn't consider it the best sniper rifle in the game, so keep that in mind. You can find these in supply drops fully kitted quite often. They work great with the 4 times scope as opposed to the sniper scope. I don't know why this is. I feel like with the sniper scope on a paladin, there's more sway and your breath doesn't hold in as long. I don't know if that's a realism factor because it's such a big gun. I don't know. If it is, that's pretty cool of Treyarch to do that. Moving on to the Koshka. This is probably my favorite sniper rifle to use in the traditional sniper rifle realm, I'll say. It's a bolt action and it's got high output. Again, I like to use it with the 4x scope as opposed to the sniper scope just for sway reasons, but really good gun. I tend to always pick this Koshka up late game for those hill-to-hill battles. Next is the SDM. This is it's almost a tactical assault rifle, which we'll get into later, but it is an SDM. It's got a fast fire rate. It's semi-automatic, so you can really pump those bullets out. You don't have to wait for that bolt action animation. Really good. I'll use this if I ever find it. Next is the Outlaw. This is an interesting gun. I'm wondering if this is a real gun at all, but it's a sniper rifle, but it's a 6-chamber revolver style, and it is it's considered a bolt action, but it's a little bit faster fire rate than the other bolt actions, and again, high damage output. The Paladin, Koshka, and Outlaw, I believe, will do 196 damage to the head with no level 3 armor, so all the sniper rifles are great. Keep that in mind. Moving on to the submachine guns, SMGs, I'll refer to them. The Cordite, this is kind of like a P90. It's got a super fast fire rate. It doesn't have the highest damage output, but it's a fairly good gun. I'll grab it if it's on the ground early game, but I will look to get rid of it if I have to. MX9 I consider is a little bit better. Still not highest damage output, but it's got a nice fast fire rate. The thing that makes me like this gun more is the iron sights on it are really nice. Excuse me. The next is the SOG 9mm. This is kind of like a beefed up pistol. I would mistake this as a pistol sometimes, but I find them kitted a lot of times. I'll grab them early game, use them. Sometimes I just have it on my person just to hold some extra attachments, so that when I do find a better gun, I can drop it and have all those attachments not taking up inventory spots. It's a good little tip there. MP40 Spitfire. I don't really use these guns. I don't care for them. The sights are kind of bad on them. They don't have the greatest damage output. I just don't like using them. GKS is probably the best SMG that you can find. I use it semi-often. It's got good sights. It's got a good damage output. I feel it's got a mediocre fire rate, but it is a good weapon to use early game. But again, keep in mind to upgrade later in the round. Moving on to shotguns, we only have 2 to go through: the MOG 12 and the SG 12. These are very similar. The MOG 12 only has a 4-round chamber or magazine, whatever you want to call it. The SG 12 has 6. The SG 12 is less damage but quicker fire rate. The MOG is high damage, slower fire rate. Now, I hated the shotguns in the beta build. I think I got a little misled by some of the YouTubers and content creators out there. They weren't keen on the shotguns, but I will tell you this: get those in those early games. They are so powerful. You can take guys down 1 shot to the head with no armor, 2 shots with armor. You will shred people with these guns if you can move and strafe side to side. The launchers, they are what they are. The thing to keep note about the rocket launcher is that it can lock onto vehicles and will destroy them with one rocket. I do not suggest using them to actually try to kill people with. Getting into the tactical assault rifles, we got the Auger DMR. This is a great tactical assault rifle. It can be used as a sniper rifle. It's got a very powerful output. It's semi-automatic, so you can pump those bullets out. If you get this thing kitted, it is super accurate, and it's great to use even as a sniper rifle. Swordfish and the ABR burst rifles, they're quite similar. The Swordfish is a little bit easier to control. The ABR is a little wild on the recoil. They both come with a scope on them, but I don't recommend using them. Immediately upgrade to a 2 times or 3 times for those. And just remember, they are burst rifles. You gotta pump that trigger. Getting into the pistols, don't use pistols a lot, but if you notice in this gameplay, I have 4 kills with a pistol. That pistol is the RK7 Garrison. It's a little burst pistol. It's super accurate. I was surprised how much I shredded these guys with these guns. It was amazing. The Mozu, it's kind of like a revolver, 45 Magnum, Dirty Harry type gun. It's got the highest damage output of all the pistols. If you can get a headshot with this thing, that guy will go down. The Strife, just your standard 9mm pistol, I would compare it to. It's got a decent magazine size and a fast fire rate, but the damage isn't doing a lot. If you ever run into a guy with some armor, you're probably not going to win that fight. So again, pistols, just kind of using them as, you know, early drop weapons, just to survive the initial wave. There are a lot of weapons that you'll find in the zombie drops that I may go through in another video. I may not. I don't use them. Some of them are the ray gun. The ray gun is insanely overpowered, but luckily you can really only get them in the zombie spawns, so you don't run into too many people using the ray gun. But medium to short distance, that thing will annihilate anybody that gets in its way. I can't pronounce what it's called, but there's a double barrel LMG. Never really used it, have no opinions on it. I have been killed by one. There is a M1 Garand type weapon, not sure what it's called. I don't use these weapons, but it's a semi-automatic rifle, old World War II type rifle. It's slow. I don't think it has that great of damage. I picked it up once in the beta build, and I got annihilated while holding it, so I got rid of that one pretty quick. And I believe that's it. I'll save equipment and perks for another video. I thought this was a good gameplay. I got 4 kills with a pistol. Like, you don't see that every day. I get one more here, end up getting shot in the back. Again, it's the way she goes. We will get that solo victory someday. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. More importantly, tell your friends. Thanks for watching. Follow me on social media. The links are coming up now. Peace.